Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. Today, Marathon County alone reported 5 new deaths from COVID-19, bringing their total for the pandemic to 101 deaths. Across the state, Wisconsin DHS reports a record 92 deaths from COVID-19 today. We're now averaging about 50 per day over the last week. That's up from 17 per day just 1 month ago. Statewide, DHS also reports just over 7,000 new cases today. We're now averaging about 6,400 per day over the last week. In response to this rise in COVID-19 cases lately, the Rhinelander District Library is now going back to offering curbside free pickup only. That started today, goes till further notice. You can reserve materials online with your library card at rhinelanderlibrary.org or by calling in. Staff's happy to help. Materials can be returned to the library via Dropbox Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30. Meanwhile, Wisconsin state leaders are trying to figure out what to do to either fight the pandemic or at least provide some relief. Today, Wisconsin Governor Evers, a Democrat, released a package of 19 bills that he wants the Republican-controlled legislature to consider this fall. That includes, among other things, a bill to allow workers to claim workers' comp benefits if they contract the virus while at work. There's also a proposal to prevent people from being evicted or foreclosed on their homes throughout 2021, and a plan to continue letting folks collect unemployment without going through a 1-week waiting period. Evers' plan did not include any further lockdowns or prevention measures. Meanwhile, Republican State Assembly Speaker Robin Voss says the legislature has not written any new COVID relief bills lately, but he did hold a news conference today to lay out his ideas. They include doubling the amount of contact tracers in the state, providing more resources to healthcare workers, and additional targeted funding for businesses affected by COVID-19.
Today, again, Republicans want to make sure that we are very clear in our messaging. We want to find ways to work together with Governor Evers. We think that some of his ideas are certainly workable, some are not. But I think that's the point of negotiations, that we put out our best ideas, he puts out things that he supports, and we see where common ground can be found to hopefully get a bill proposed and passed as quickly as we can.
Voss also expressed concerns about relying on state funding for any COVID relief rather than federal money. While Wisconsin ponders its next steps, Michigan has ordered COVID-19 restrictions to go into effect tomorrow, leading to an interesting situation on towns on the border of the two states. Bab Santos explains.
Here in Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers is urging Wisconsinites to stay home. But starting on Wednesday, when you cross this bridge into Michigan, Governor Gretchen Whitmer is restricting where people can go.
I'm a big boy. I don't need her telling me who I can have over my house and who I can't. I think it's invasive, and it's control, it's manipulation, and I'm not for it.
In a statement, Governor Gretchen Whitmer says there are thousands of cases a day and hundreds of deaths a week in Michigan, and the number is growing. If we don't act now, thousands more will die, and our hospitals will continue to be overwhelmed. That means sacrifices for business owners, even more so for those on the Michigan side of the border. On the Wisconsin side, restaurant owner John Wettstein thinks they'll survive.
Some won't, most of them will, because you just have to cut back. We're down to about 10-15% now anyway. It's almost all pickup. So that really won't hurt us. It's the places that will get hurt more are the bigger restaurants.
School districts just miles apart are headed in different directions too.
Only a river separates us.
In Marinette, Wisconsin,
80 to 85% of our students are either in person or with the blended model.
But in Menominee, Michigan, the high school went from 5 days a week in person to completely remote learning.
It's kind of crazy how imaginary lines based on states dictate what you guys have to do. But you know, our governor's made the decisions that she's made. And, you know, our job is to fully implement those decisions based on what her recommendations are.
Back in Wisconsin, Marinette schools are prepared to pivot if Governor Evers follows Governor Whitmer.
We're on a state border, so Michigan has to make decisions for Michigan. Wisconsin has to make decisions for Wisconsin. So if it comes from the governor's level, it's something that we must follow.
Outside, Jeff, some cooler temperatures today?
Yeah, a bit cool for mid-November today with highs only near 30, but tomorrow up near 40, and there is a 50-degree temperature back in our forecast on Thursday. All right, looking outside today, though, 33 for Rhinelander, 37 for Shawano, so it was cool compared to standards. Outside now, though, look how cold it's already getting. 20 in Rhinelander, 15 the typical cold spot in Tomahawk. We'll have low temperatures tonight in the teens because the skies have cleared out, the wind has died down. There's a bit of a snowpack in places as well. That'll give us a very cool night tonight and a cool day tomorrow, but not as cold as today. Your forecast for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, a calm wind, and cold with low temperatures down near 14. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Today, all Wisconsin counties have now canvassed or double-checked their vote totals, the 2020 presidential election, and reported those numbers to the State Elections Commission. The final numbers show Democrat Joe Biden beat President Trump in Wisconsin by a little over 20,000 votes. That's about 0.6%. No meaningful change in the initial tally. President Trump now has until 5 p.m. Wednesday to submit the estimated $7.9 million cost estimated for the statewide recount if he likes, as well as the other required paperwork. Mr. Trump could also file for a recount only in select counties that could reduce that cost a bit. Here in northern Wisconsin, the woods can be both a playground and a classroom. And school leaders in Antigo are working to really make that the case. Newswatch 12's Zach White explains.
The students, staff, and community of the Unified School District of Antigo are combining efforts to raise money for the construction of a modern year-round environmental education center at the Noboken School Forest. School teacher Mike Wordio says putting up this building helps appreciate the natural resources in the area.
We live in a wonderful Northwoods, Wisconsin, and we really rely on our natural resources for so many different things.
The Unified School District of Antigo has established a GoFundMe page for the district's efforts and is currently collecting $75,000 towards the construction and furnishing of the site. Currently, the school forest site includes a developed campsite on the southeast corner of the property, but it comes with quite a few limitations. Too small for larger groups, not usable during the winter, and not enough storage space.
We've collected over $500,000. And the school district kicked in a little bit, so we're going to be able to get construction started and get it all closed in.
Wordio says the goal for this building is to educate.
So our goal really is to provide more opportunities for our students in the Antigo School District to get outside, to learn and appreciate, gain knowledge about our natural resources.
And to set up future opportunities for students to come.
And just provide us so many more opportunities that we can't do right now.
In Antigo, Zach White, Newswatch 12.
Officials hope to have that project complete by next spring. We've told you before about political signs being stolen from people's yards. Well, now there's another type of sign being stolen, and local officials say it could be dangerous. We'll explain. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
What a lousy summer. Seems like we spend most of it stuck inside. That's all about to change, because we're going to take you from sedentary to sledentary. November is our 12th year anniversary, and to celebrate every Saturday, we've got a brand new snowmobile to give away. 4 glorious sleds with $500 cash each. Sledentary is legendary. Slide into Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Must be 21 or over to play.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stone shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
Advice from trial attorneys, lawyers for the injured.
Shortly after losing both of my parents, I was involved in a terrible car accident, one that left me seriously injured and in desperate need of help. Brad Mishka of the Mader Law Firm stepped in, and he took care of me. The Mader legal team got me every penny I was entitled to, and they treated me like a member of their family when I needed someone to lean on the most.
Wisconsin, don't miss Orange Friday at Fleet Farm, your one stop for the deer season opener. Doors open 6 a.m. Friday with blazing hot deals. Hurry in! The first 500 customers get an exclusive Orange Friday hat and a big bucks scratch-off ticket for a chance to win up to 50% off their purchase. Find gears, snacks, and everything in between. Plus, get 8 cents off each gallon of gas with any in-store purchase. Fleet Farm. You won't believe what you'll find.
Well, it was safe to wear the puffy coat today with high temperatures near 30. Tomorrow, though, a bit warmer, followed by there are some 50s back in the forecast for us as soon as Thursday afternoon. Today, though, not so much. 33 in Rhinelander, 31 for Wausau, 30 for Medford. So this is not normal. We should be upper 30s. We're not. However, tomorrow we will be. But right now, not so much. It's 20 in Rhinelander, 19 in Arvida, 14 Manchwich Waters. It's already cold out there, all because of a slight snowpack in place. The wind has gone calm. The skies have cleared out this time of year. It means cool temperatures for us for tonight, but really for just one night only, as there is some building heat. Can you call it heat in November across the plains right now? It's still almost 60 in North Platte. That's the area going to make a run for us for a day or two. It's not going to be 60s, but 50s are back in the forecast for Thursday afternoon. Here's that trend tomorrow, 41, 52 though for Thursday, with some sunshine, by the way. And then a cold front's going to come through and change our lives again on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, kind of hanging out near the average of 37 into the middle portions of next week. All right, so out there now, the wind has gone calm. That allows for lots of radiational cooling, or the heat at the Earth's surface kind of out in space already. This will pick up though tomorrow, and it could get a little squirrely for a couple hours. We could see wind gusts near 30 miles per hour tomorrow, with air temperatures near 40, wind gusts near 30. That's going to give us feel-like temperatures in the 20s tomorrow. So it's not going to be a heat wave tomorrow. You're going to feel the wind. Definitely a cool day for that. Let's check on snowfall. So last year through today, we already had 3.8 inches of snow in Rhinelander. So far this season through today, 11.9 inches. So we're ahead of that. The number to beat for last season, 88.4 inches of snow. Remember the year before that, though, 116.3. We will see what happens, right? No snow for us today, though. Lots of clear skies out there. There was a bit of snow across the snow belts near Marquette, over into the Lake Erie regions, but like you can have it, we are done with snow for a while, as we are in a kind of a dry trend. This thing, it looks like a lot, right? But it's really not. It's going to stay to the west of us for now. Maybe give us a few clouds on Thursday. Other than that, though, we're staying pretty dry into the weekend. And we thought maybe some tracking snow on Saturday for the gun deer opener. It looks like that's not going to happen now, although the system will eventually get in here probably Sunday into Monday, and it could bring us a little bit of snow then, but it looks like now mixed with a bit of rainfall. So all in all, kind of a dry stretch of weather ahead, but here it comes. It's going to stay there for now, as this high pressure, that one there and this one here, are going to keep all of this at bay for now until basically over the weekend. Your forecast for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, and it's just cold out there. Low temperatures down near 14, and the calm wind already in place as we speak. For tomorrow, okay, so partly cloudy, and it's going to be a bit breezy tomorrow. You're going to notice that south wind. It's going to gust near 30-ish tomorrow afternoon, making that 41 feel much colder through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows our dry stretch continues. So sunshine tomorrow, also on Thursday, also on Friday. There's the gun deer opener on Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies now, the high of 37. And there comes that weak system getting in here Sunday and probably into Monday and Tuesday with temperatures in the 30s, maybe a rain-snow mix on Sunday and Tuesday. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. We told you recently about political signs being stolen from people's yards across the area. Now, law enforcement in Lincoln County say a different kind of sign is disappearing. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez explains.
Stop, school zone, wrong way. They're basic commands on the road, but without these signs, we could face hazardous conditions.
It certainly could cause a hazard to potential traffic crashes.
Lincoln County Sheriff Department is investigating into 4 street signs that were stolen from the township of Harding, including a dead end and curve ahead sign. With almost $300 in theft, and it's considered a misdemeanor crime. But still, Lieutenant Fisher says people take them for all sorts of reasons.
It seems people like to take them and use them as garage decorations or whatever else they deem to have an interest for them on.
While stealing street signs like these might seem like a prank, it can have serious consequences for drivers who are on the road. Missing signs can cause confusion on the road for drivers and create a lack of awareness.
It's a curve ahead sign. Those signs certainly indicate that it could be a sharp curve. People are coming in at higher rate of speed than what's recommended for that roadway.
Especially as winter kicks in and road conditions worsen, the signs stand as an even more important warning to stay alert. But Lieutenant Fisher says it can also cause security problems. A car driving down a dead-end street could cause neighbors to be concerned.
Could result in local neighbors or residences calling in suspicious vehicles because they just don't know why they're down there, which would, in turn create use of resources that may not be needed.
In Harding, Georgina Fernandez, Newswatch 12.
The Milwaukee Bucks had themselves a busy night last night. We'll break down their latest roster moves. Plus, we'll preview one of the big matchups from Thursday night's high school football playoffs after the break.
Carpet City Flooring Center is extending their biggest sale of the year. Receive free carpet installation and interest-free financing. That's right, free carpet installation and interest-free financing. See why builders and designers choose Wisconsin's largest flooring store for their flooring needs. Request your free estimate at carpetcitywi.com and beat the holiday rush.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Culver's chicken sandwiches are proof that raised right tastes right.
I really care about the food we eat, and that all starts here.
The chicken that we serve to our kids is grown right here on our farm.
It takes growers like yourself to produce these great sandwiches at Culver's.
Every bite tastes like chicken is supposed to.
This is chicken raised right.
Our grilled chicken, our crispy chicken, and our spicy crispy chicken, they are amazing.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scherer, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
Coming up on your Wednesday, we'll talk to a pro chef about making some adjustments that might be necessary this Thanksgiving.
And the weather's pretty calm this week. We'll have a warm-up that's on the way before snow moves in for gun deer season. More when you tune in on your Wednesday.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services.
The end of high school football is this week. On Thursday night, we'll be covering a slate of playoff games, but one of them is a rematch between Mosinee and Rhinelander. The Hodags won the first matchup between the two teams 28-21, but that was only the second game of the year. Since then, Mosinee has won 4 of their last 6 and are averaging 33 points per game. A lot of that has to do with the offense they run, which is not normal here in the Northwoods.
We got to execute where our strengths are, and that's really throwing the ball is it. Our philosophy is get the guys the ball in space and let them do what they do.
So we have a team throwing the ball instead of the normal ground and pound offenses we see. And if the season wasn't weird enough, like I said, this is the last week of high school football. So Mosinee can go out as winners without winning a state championship.
Qualifying for playoffs is great, but you end your year on a loss unless you win the state title. So it's a really unique opportunity, and it's an awesome opportunity to play in football in November. Awesome opportunity to finish the year with a W. So what better way to finish an uncommon year with an uncommon last game.
Should be a great game. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. on Thursday at Rhinelander. But that's not the only game happening Thursday night. We'll have coverage of lots of other games from around the Northwoods. Wittenberg-Burnham will travel 50 miles west to take on the Stratford Tigers. And then in Division 6, Iola Scandinavia is taking on Edgar. A battle of two undefeated teams. Something's got to give. We'll have highlights from those games and more on this week's Thursday Night Blitz. The Buck season came to an end 2.5 months ago, and after having the best record during the regular season, they lost to the Miami Heat in the second round of the playoffs. And after the loss, most people expected changes to be made, and boy, did they get it last night. The Bucks traded for two new players, Drew Holiday of the New Orleans Pelicans and Bogdan Bogdanovic of the Sacramento Kings. Both players are expected to play a huge part in the upcoming season. The only issue people seem to have with the trade is, boy, did they give up a lot to get these players. And a lot of these guys played some serious minutes for the Bucks. Eric Bledsoe and George Hill, 2 point guards, gone. Two of their most recent draft picks, Dante DiVincenzo and DJ Wilson, gone. And then what might hurt the most, 3 first-round draft picks, gone. It's very obvious that the Bucks are trying to win now and keep Giannis in Milwaukee. The Bucks have until December 21st for Giannis to sign his 5-year Supermax extension offer. By the way, the deal is between $220 and $250 million. Yeah, he might make a little bit more than I do. And well, if you're a Packers fan, you loved what happened on Monday Night Football. The Bears lost their 4th game in a row to the Minnesota Vikings. And for Green Bay, that means that their lead in the NFC North increased again. The Packers are now 7-2 on the year and have a commanding 2.5 game lead atop the NFC North, followed by the Bears at 5-5. The Vikings, after starting the season 1-5, have won 3 straight and are now 4-5. And with the pandemic putting us in a lot of unfamiliar situations, at least we have one normal sight, the Lions at the bottom of the division. But Packers fans shouldn't get too comfy at the top. They still have to play half of their conference games, including both against Chicago. So division is still anybody's game. But if you're a Packers fan, you like where you're at. Justin?
All right, thank you, Griffin. Christmas is now a little over a month away, and while some parts of the holiday may look a little different this year, the spirit of the season is still going strong. We'll show you how folks in the Northwoods are taking part in a global effort to help kids everywhere after the break.
Gold Medal Trailer Sales off Highway 51 in Merrill has new and used trailers, full service customer service department, large selection of parts, and now offering trailer rentals.
Hi, I'm Tammy from Arpin, and I came to see Dr. Scher with severe lower back pain and nerve pain, and I was also unable to walk or stand without any help. Many of my appointments I needed to use a walker, and I was having a hard time even getting to his appointments riding in a vehicle. He was able to get me moving again, doing the things I love to do. I was able to get rid of my walker. I was able to ride in a vehicle longer than an hour. I am forever grateful to him and his wonderful staff.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
To most people, the idea of fighting is unpleasant, but sometimes it's necessary to fight. If you or your family has been injured, you'll want a good law firm on your side to make things right again. Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2020 is this week. Save 11% on DuPont air filters. They improve your indoor air quality and remove harmful particles. These allergen air filters are $2.99 after 11% rebate. Keep that filtered air moving with Broan bath fans. They're a stylish option that helps prevent excess moisture from damaging your bathrooms. Get 11% off all Broan bath fans during Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2020.
Save big money at Menards.
The Boondocks in Monaco, Wisconsin is being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. December 12th, no reserve. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Welcome to Land O'Lakes, Serenity at the top of Wisconsin.
Stay with us at the Gateway Lodge in Land O'Lakes. Relax in our indoor pool, delicious dinners, and the coziest lounge in town. Come back to tradition at the historical Gateway Lodge.
Tom here. I'm looking for coloring artists in our town to put your skills to work in our coloring contest. Enter for a chance to win an $80 gift card from Walmart.
When you think of Christmas, maybe you might picture gifts under the tree or on a stocking, in a stocking. But around the world, many kids in need will be opening shoe boxes this year. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
And here we are fixing any boxes that do not have the labels or the labels are placed incorrectly. And then we stack them up to 5 and then we load them.
Shoe boxes. And a lot of them. Going to needy children all across the world for Operation Christmas Child.
We usually have washcloths, soap, toothbrushes, toys are a big one.
Another big thing this year is the coronavirus, and Amy Cottrell assumed that would make things a challenge. But so far, the community is showing its love just as much as before.
People have been very creative in how to pack, whether ordering online or just giving money to others to shop for them if they're not able to shop.
Shop for things like personal hygiene products or pretty much anything a child would enjoy.
That's what they are most excited about. A lot of times because they have a washcloth of their own, which they've had to share in the past, or having pencils and paper that they can now go to school.
That's a price John Olson says can't be bought with anything but the love of Jesus. As a 17-year-long worshiper at Calvary Baptist Church, Olson knows the significance of each box.
Each one represents a child learning the gospel of Jesus Christ.
While he's a part of that church, others are a part of other churches in the Northwoods. It doesn't matter their denomination when they're all working for the same purpose.
We all have the same goals, and that's to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Ethan, being a kid, knows how special these shoeboxes are to other children his age.
God is helping them out with a shoebox and not showing that he loves them, and someone else is sending them a shoebox. And then they learn that everybody loves them.
Christmas is still 38 days away, but don't wait because you could give a child the gift of a lifetime. In Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson, Newswatch 12.
Outside tonight, it's getting a little chilly. Newswatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller's in with one final look at your forecast after the break.
Hey, no cell phones at the table.
But it's Grandma.
Hi, Mom.
It's Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years. You'll get an additional 25% off our already low prices at Slumberland.
Growing up with the name Penny wasn't easy. So many bad jokes. Are you one of those pennies from heaven? A penny for your thoughts?
How about the old get a smartphone for just a penny a month?
I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, it is now.
It's Cellcom's Black Friday sale, November 16th through the 30th. Save up to $400 on smartphones, including 4 devices priced at just 1 penny per month.
Why did the penny cross the road?
Because it just made sense. I'm off to Cellcom.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano and Honda Motors. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today. And we'll give you the best deal, guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with Honda Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
For Ed B., who can spot exactly 57 types of trees thanks to his Medicare allowance for new glasses, we've got you. For Jackie R., who's added umpteen flower pots now that her allergy meds are covered, we've got you. For Michelle K., who likes celebrating life's big moments, like finding affordable premiums and, more importantly, finishing chemo, we've got you. For everything that happens to happen, we've got you. Aspirus Health Plan.
Your smile is a gift that deserves the perfect fit. At Aspen Dental, find the comfort and joy of natural-looking dentures crafted just for you. Feel the difference of a state-of-the-art smile made in our on-site labs, made for your budget, and made in as little as a day. Now, for a limited time, get dentures for as low as $29 per month per arch with 60 months financing, and give yourself the gift of endless smiles. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL 7 days a week or book today at aspendental.com.
With all this family fun time, you need a good night's sleep. Come to Slumberland's huge Thanksgiving mattress sale and get an extra 25% off our already low prices. Get this Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $3.99, only at Slumberland.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Outside, Jeff, these days are getting shorter and these nights are getting a bit colder.
Yeah, and it was so strange to hear you say that Christmas is about a month away now.
Right?
Isn't that strange? I know, but these are Christmas-like temperatures, right? Today, we had highs near 30. Outside right now, it's near 20 in Rhinelander, 22 for Antigo, 22 for Wausau. So the average low is still 23. All of us are pretty much beyond that already, all because a snowpack on the ground, the calm wind already out there currently, and really the loss of cloud cover across the area as well will allow temperatures to settle into the low teens for low temperatures tonight. Just for one night only, though. So satellite picture, here's the view. Lots of clear skies across the state. Pretty much all day long, we had clear skies across the area. Gave us lots of sunshine, but temperatures didn't care so much, did they? No, only high temperatures near 30 today. But that's going to change because we have much warmer air on the way. It'll get here beginning tomorrow, really. 41 is the forecast high tomorrow. And look what happens. Thursday, we're going to go for low 50s with sunshine Thursday. There's Friday at 39, so back to near average. And then the Gun Deer opener is on Saturday. Looks like 37 now under mostly cloudy skies through the afternoon.
All right, thank you, Jeff, and thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night.